Family, can we just talk for a minute? Can I just talk to you really, really quickly? How are you doing? How is your mental health? How are you feeling? Right? Drop your comments down below. Let me know. Like, seriously, when is the last time someone has genuinely asked you just how you were doing? Because you have gone through so much in your life, and yet you are still standing. My family, I am extremely proud of you. All right, keep pushing, keep going, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how much you're going through. Remember, you are growing through it and you are getting better every single day. All right, I don't know who needs to hear this message today, but this is your confirmation right here. You made the right decision. All right, I don't know what you did recently in your life, right? Remember, these last several weeks have been it's been really weird. I've been going through a lot. All right, if that resonates, let me know, right? A lot of weird things, a lot of weird occurrences and things just kind of happening in my life. And, last night, I had a really dope conversation with my cousin, man. We just chilled and freaking just told stories, right? Just doing like men shit. Right? Like it was a great time. And a lot of those stories made me think, and it really made me think about, this message that I'm putting out today, right? Like how you have gone through so many different things in your life, and maybe it really, really hurts you to walk away, right? Maybe it hurts you to give up. Maybe it hurts you, to do something certain in your life, but it was for the right reason. Right? Maybe you're going through that right now in your life, right? How many of you have been through that in your life, right? Drop your comments, right? Can I just talk to you really quickly, family, right? Just for a minute. All right. So I know you all have been dealing or have dealt with the narcissist in your life, right? Somebody that has really put you down. They emotionally abused you. Maybe they physically abused you. All right. I'm not trying to bring up old wounds or anything like that, but hopefully this message will help heal. All right? Because you've gone through a lot with certain people, chosen one. All right? A lot of people mistreated you, ghosted you, ran away from you, did all these things to you, and it really broke your spirit because you are an amazing person. Right? You're sitting there telling yourself, how is it possible that someone could be this cruel? Like, how could you actually say those things to me? How could you actually do these things to me? Like, how could you actually do this? You can't even comprehend it because your level of consciousness doesn't even exist in that arena, because that's not who you are. All right? So you always try to see the good and the best in people. Maybe you're always giving people second chances. And maybe you have been through so much that you sacrificed your time, you sacrificed your energy, you sacrificed your resources, you sacrificed your love, you sacrificed a lot. Like, you've sacrificed so much for this one individual, and you were losing self-respect for yourself, and you could never walk away. You didn't understand why. And you knew you needed to. You knew you needed to do that, but you didn't understand why. And why you couldn't in the first place. It was like there was this invisible tether just attached to you, and you couldn't walk away from it. And it was really even though it was draining. Now, maybe this isn't for everyone, right? But maybe you have gone through this where it was really hard because at the end of the day, you like to see the good in people. You like to have a project. Maybe you like someone that you can work on and try to change around, right? I don't know what your case is, but the point is that you made the right decision, right? Remember, you had to go through these things in order to grow through what you're going through right now, to get to where you are supposed to go. Many of you are marching towards your purpose, right? If you feel like you're marching towards your purpose, let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear, who feels that they've tapped into their purpose, they found their calling. All right? Remember, don't write yourselves off. It's not over for you. Great things are moving in the direction that you needed to move into. And maybe you just broke up. Maybe you just went through a divorce. Maybe you went through, some phase recently in your life and things just completely fizzled out, right? Maybe you went through something just weird, right? Like I said, over the past couple of weeks, things have been really weird. The energy has just been really, really strange, right? So I know you all are experiencing some different things right now in your life, right? And that's the point of gaining this motivation today, to help you see clearly through it so that way you can move forward properly. My family, right? Allow me to coach you through it, allow you to get motivated and inspired behind it and pushing towards your goals, right? It's the beginning of the week. Let's move forward. Well, yesterday, technically, the beginning of the week, but still, let's go. Let's push. Don't quit on yourself, right? You might literally be sitting in the house or, doing something, and you're thinking about the decision that you just made, all right? And it doesn't have to just be a relationship. This could be absolutely anything, right? But I'm talking about the relationship aspect of it, or the marriage part of it, right? Because when you go through your spiritual awakening, your partner most likely is not have gone through one, all right? And you have, and now you're on two different levels of consciousness. You're completely different now. You're talking certain way. They think you're crazy. All of a sudden, maybe that doesn't work out. Or you're just dealt with a narcissist and somebody that was just extremely evil, sent to break you down. Right? You're the chosen one of your family. You're the black sheep. So you're going to go through a range of challenges in your life, more than the average person, because you have a huge task to complete. All right? Huge task, my family. Okay? So you have a much higher calling. Right? Someone comment that down below. I have a much higher calling. And you do. And this is why you need to activate it. This is why you had to go through all these things in your life. So whatever decision that you just made, and you might be thinking about it over and over, man, did I make the right decision? I don't know. Was I supposed to leave that person? Was I supposed to leave this job? Maybe you got up and moved to a different state, and now you're second guessing yourself because maybe you're feeling a little nervous and that level of anxiety is kicking in. All right. That's okay. A little bit of nervousness. That's okay. You're just getting used. You're getting balanced with where you currently are in your life, because now something has been shaken up, right? You've been with this situation for a long time, right? Not just relationship, anything. You've been with this job for a long time, right? Maybe you've been in this area for a long time. Maybe you were dating or in this marriage for a long time, and things were never moving forward. Things were always stagnant. They're always going wrong. There was a lot of arguments. You felt like you were going backwards. You felt like you were not growing. You were not getting any better, right? And you felt like you were completely stuck and you didn't know what to do or how to get out of it. And then you go through these changes in your life, right? You start listening and you start applying different things to your life. And then all of a sudden things start happening. Now you made a decision, right? And you making that decision was probably one of the best decisions that you have made. All right. Take this as your confirmation. I don't know what it is in your life. Okay. But most likely this was the best decision that you have just made, because you have let go of something and you took your power back. So that way you are able to move forward. Right? This is going to help you gain so much more clarity in your life. It's going to help you move forward with your goals in your life, right? Maybe you were extremely distracted. Maybe you had no energy. You had no time, that you thought you had no time to work on the things that you wanted to work on. And you were always in this energetic loop of feeling stuck. Now things are shifting, right? You went through a weird couple of months. You went through a weird couple of weeks. Things started happening. Things were just weird. And now all of a sudden you made a decision. And that decision, maybe, yes, you're still thinking about it. Okay, but this is the confirmation that you needed today, because great things take time and you need to elevate. You need to get to the level that you are supposed to become in order for that thing to happen, in order for that thing to manifest, in order for it to be created. You are so special, and you need to take that. You need to take your talents. You need to take your ideas. You need to take everything that you have received in your life and all the skill sets that you have obtained in your life, right? You need to put it out there into the world. You need to share your story. All right, I'm telling you, what you are doing, what you are supposed to do is so much bigger than you think. It's not even about you. This isn't even about you, my family, all right? Hold on 1 second. We going in. It's not even about you. And the crazy thing is that with you being such a good person and you going through these challenges in your life and you're going through these different things and you look at other people's lives and it doesn't seem like they're going through anything, but at the same time, you don't know what's happening behind closed doors in people's lives. Some people are very secretive, right? They will not tell a single thing, right? And most of you, maybe you're like that, right? Maybe you go through things in your life, but you don't really tell a soul, right? Like you take it home with you at night. And maybe you sit there and you overthink and you overthink and you overthink everything that you're going through right now in your life, and it seems like you can't move forward in life, right? You have to start letting go. There is so much power in letting go. When you let go of things that you cannot control, you can't control it. So why are you worried about it? If it's something that you cannot control, all right? If it's something that you're not able to make a decision on, don't even sweat it. And I know that's so much easier said than done, but you have to practice the power of letting go. There's so much power in doing this. You're going to experience a monumental shift in your own life when you are capable of doing this. But for those of you that made a decision, right? You decided to actually make a decision. Maybe you were in a marriage and you was like, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. Like, I'm just at this point, like I'm absolutely done. Or a relationship, I'm absolutely done. Like, I'm not moving forward. I'm not going to let you belittle me. Like, you've gone through just a range of different things and you decided to actually put your foot down and put yourself first, right? Not only are you transforming right there, right? You're gaining so much more power now. You're regaining your self-respect, right? You're gaining so much more qualities and characteristics about yourself now that you're growing into the next version of yourself. You made the right decision. And I know it hurts, right? Maybe you were with somebody, maybe you were with that job, maybe you were in a toxic environment. Maybe you were around just in that area for a long time, right? Maybe just a really long time. You were extremely used to it. But over time heals wounds, my family, all right? So give yourself time. Stop being so hard on yourself for the things that you have dealt with in your life or that you are currently going through right now. Everything is going to work out in your favor. You have to believe that, right? You have to believe it. You have to have faith. You have to trust the process. You are being refined. You are being readjusted. God would not put you through certain situations and seasons of your life if there was not a great plan behind it, especially when you're not an evil person, especially when you're always willing to help. You taking your power back from people, you walking away from situations that no longer serves any purpose in your life is what's making you into a better person. It's what's making you going to be able to stand tall. Now going forward, you're going to be able to read the room better. You're going to be able to see people clearly. You're not going to be jumping into relationships. You're not going to just be jumping at jobs because they automatically, you know what I'm saying, throw this offer letter in your face that's giving you this much money. Right now, you're really starting to get an alignment. You want to make sure that that environment, their morals, their standards, their policy, you want to make sure all of that is in alignment with who you are. Right? Unless you're starting your own business, you're starting a business under those same principles, right? Because it's more fulfilling to your life. And when you step into your calling, when you're doing what you are supposed to do, when you are marching forward with purpose, intention, and clarity, my family, it feels so good. It feels so good. And it's going to take longer, right? Remember, like my last video, you might be a late bloomer, and that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly okay, because you're going to be so proud of yourself that you're going to have a story to share. And that story is going to lift up and elevate other people. What you're doing is so much bigger than you. It's so much more grand that you probably can't even comprehend it. You may have some level of idea in your mind of what you're creating, but at the end of the day, you don't know God's plan. You don't know just how monumental it's actually going to be. The ideas that are going to start flowing in. Right? You want help with that? Book a one-on-one call with me. All right. The link is down below in the description and in the comments. 1 hour call with me. We will talk. You will get to know me. I'll get to know you. We'll talk about some situations, right? We'll just connect and fellowship. I would love to talk to you. So book that call with me today. All right. But you're reaching more connections. You're reaching more people that's on your level, on your frequency. That's going to help you elevate and get better. Now your relationships are more meaningful. Right? Now the things that you do, they're more meaningful. Now when you go out with certain people, it's more meaningful because those connections are life-changing, right? It's not just some BS connection, right? It's not just something, people that you're just hanging around to kill time and stuff like that. There's no growth there or anything, or they're pulling you down. There's rumors spread about you or anything like that. Now your relationships are changing all around. You are getting better. Your ideas are flourishing. You are special. And you can't stop right now. I don't know what decision you just made, right? Or maybe a decision you are thinking about to make, or maybe a decision, you know, that's coming up in the near future, right? Like something's there. Don't let it don't let it scare you. All right. Don't be afraid of the decision that you're about to make. Don't live in those memories. Like, let it go. Walk away from things. Let things go. Step into your purpose. Step into the next chapter of your life. Get ready for that. Get ready for the next chapter of your life. Maybe you feel like a complete weight has just been lifted off your shoulders, right? Maybe you feel so much better. Like I said, these last few weeks have been extremely weird. So maybe some monumental changes happened in your life. It didn't happen for no reason. You're gonna feel this down on a DNA level, right? You feel it within you, right? Because the physical realm and the spiritual realm is getting thinner and thinner. It's getting closer and closer. Okay, so you're starting to really feel things, right? Your spiritual techniques, your spiritual, senses and all that stuff is really starting to tap in. You're really starting to tune into it, right? There's something extremely special about you. There's something extremely bright about you, right? The enemy would not be attacking you this hard if there was not something special about you, right? Y'all have heard that quote before, and also like, thieves don't break into empty houses. Okay, so you're not an empty house. You're not an empty vessel. There is something so bright and special about you on the inside that the enemy does not want that to be shared out here in the world. Doesn't want you to flourish. Doesn't want you to prosper. Doesn't want you to be the first multi-millionaire in your family. Doesn't want you to have these amazing, ideas and helping other people. What? Because if you do that, you're only raising so much love more here on the earth. No, you can't be doing that, right? No, you are something so bright. Right? So you making the decision that you just made, or the decision that you're about to make, or maybe you needed a confirmation saying like, oh, I need to make a decision on this. Like, I need to either get up and leave and move. I need to move to this state. I need to do this. I got to offer a job over there, but I'm not sure because it's taking a little bit less money. You're going to be more fulfilled. Things are going to move in the right direction for you. These are things that you've probably prayed on a long time ago and you completely forgot. Right? You completely forgot about it. And here's the thing about that. Why did this happen right now, Coach Kev? It happened right now because you let go, right? You weren't thinking about it. You weren't stressing about it. You weren't tripping about it, right? It wasn't stuck in your mind, right? When you are constantly putting energy towards something, and I'm not talking about building upon your business and stuff like that, but at the same time, we got to slow down the speed up, right? Just like we talked about. But sometimes when you want something so bad and you just keep thinking about it over and over and over again and you're worrying about it, you're pushing out the energy of lack. I don't have it. So you're only going to become a vibrational frequency to lack, which means it's not going to come. When you let go of something, you completely forgot about it. Right now, you are already in that attraction mode. This is what you all are doing. This is why you made the decision, because that decision means that you are bringing something new in, right? A new reality is about to form around your new spiritual awakening journey, your new decision making, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you prayed on maybe months ago. These things are starting to show up in your life now, right? Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the things that you hear on the radio, what things people say as they walk past you. Pay attention to the synchronicities and all the numbers, 1111, 333, 444. Pay close attention to the numbers and to just all the synchronicities and things that are happening in your life. It's not by coincidence. Right? Just like I mentioned butterflies. And then many of you said, oh my God, I've been seeing so many butterflies. It's not by a coincidence. You are going through a transformation. This is why you made the decision that you had to make. I know it hurts. Maybe your heart is hurting. Maybe you're questioning if you made the right decision. That's only the enemy trying to pull you back, like that invisible tether that I talked about. Don't let it happen, right? This is a great decision. And what you're doing is monumental. So keep on keeping on, my family. All right. So listen, I don't know who needed to hear this message today, but I hope it motivated you. Hope you're feeling inspired, right? If you have a story to share, if you've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, all right, I got you covered, man. I got you covered. I would love to help you get that started. I will give you ideas, strategies, and principles and things to implement it and get it on the ground running. And I will hold you accountable to getting it running too. All right. I want you to move forward. All right. I genuinely want to help you. All right. So I love you all so much. You are absolutely amazing. So grateful to have you here to be a part of this journey, right? You made the right decision. Great things are happening. Come on over as well. Join the private community. Build up your YouTube channel, all right? The link is going to be down in the description. It's also going to be in the comments down below, and I would love to have you over there. Maybe you're going through limiting beliefs, or maybe you do want to just start that channel because you have a story that needs to be shared. I got you covered. I got you covered, my family, right? And also, don't forget, book a one-on-one call with me. Right? Book a one-on-one call with me. If you want to talk one-on-one, right? We talk live through Zoom, All right, I'll meet with you. We'll talk. We can discuss anything that you might want to discuss or what you might going through. All right, book that one-on-one call with me. You'll also find that link down below. All right, so you all are absolutely amazing. Take this as your confirmation. All right, keep moving forward. I hope you have a great week ahead. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications for more videos to come, and I'll see you all soon in the next video. Peace.